Hey Leos, Island Turtle here. Welcome to BOMISpirit. Oh wait, let me just tilt that just a smidgen. Okay. Hi Leos. This is going to be your monthly intuitive messages for the sign of Leo. This is part one. If you're going to resonate with these messages, there's a part two linked below for your convenience. You can also watch on Patreon or Vimeo. So just navigate that, read about that, decide which is more to your liking. Leos, I want to go ahead and get started for you. So I'm actually recording this on 7/7, which is a really great day for cultivating. I'm trying not to use the word manifesting anymore. We'll see how long it takes me to do that. But Leo, needless to say, since the moon is in your sign, we're really feeling your energy right now. And as I got into your energy, I was seeing bridges. And I heard private life, private dreams. Leo, it feels like you are in a space where there's a lot going on in private. There's a lot going on behind the scenes where that feels really good to me, honestly. It almost feels like you're in a very passionate place. You're stirring a lot of excitement, maybe even fun or playful energy. But I feel like this is just kind of who you are in private. Now, Leos, you tend to be very like, hey, I'm Leo and I'm here, stereotypically. Right, not all Leos are like that, but that is the energy of Leo. And with the new moon in Cancer that we just had, maybe you are feeling a little bit more private about that side of you lately, or maybe you can be even more like that. So take it as it resonates. But it feels like taking this very excitable, passionate energy that you have in private and bridging that out. Excuse me. Some of you, this is about bridging into a version of yourself that you want to be, or to a reality that you want to be in. That to me definitely feels like manifesting, but cultivating, right? That transition. But I keep feeling it's like there's private dreams, there's a private you, and you can bridge that up and out so people can see it more, so that you're a little bit more exposed, or you're working in that energy more. Some of you, it's also about just being looser, honestly, just being less rigid with how you are in your public life. But that's just how it's coming through. So let's see what we got for you. I'm using the Star Codes Astro Oracle here. Yeah, I would even take this for some of you as just like, we all have versions of ourselves behind closed doors, or who we are with our closest people, or who we are when we're alone. But it feels like there's a very fun piece of you that doesn't come out as easily around other people. Or again, in your public life, this could even be in your work life. And maybe it's time to bring that part of you out a little bit more. Don't sing. Just saying. Some of you, thank you. They're making me stop. Some of you, this is way more about actually doing something like on the down low, behind closed doors, and working away on something that you're really excited about to bring it out into the light later on. That to me feels like a pet project, or something that you are doing work-wise, that you're cultivating behind closed doors. So take it as it resonates. But you can bridge whatever this is. We're saying it's about bridging. You can bridge this piece of you, this private version of you, this thing you're cultivating in the background, whatever it is, you can bring that out into the light. You are Leo, you are the sun, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing private dream again. Private dream, private you, private piece of you, private. Whatever this private thing is, I don't think is going to be private much longer. Any messages or insights for Leo? Woo! All the decks they use are linked below, by the way. Just letting you know. Oh, wow. We have the 4th house with Pallas Athena. Some of you, your 4th house can be in Virgo. I only say that, no, Virgo or Libra. I only say that because Pallas Athena has just, no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Juno. Your 4th house can be Scorpio for some of you, because Pallas Athena is in Scorpio right now. There we go. Actually, if that were the case, you might be a Leo rising. Hold on. Yeah, that would definitely stand to be the case if you are a Leo rising. You don't have to be for the sake of this reading, but just for the Leo risings who are watching, that energy is definitely here. Okay. 4th house is also more of our private lives, since it typically starts on the IC, right? Well, Midhaven starts on the 10th house. Private life. Yeah, it's like something that is like, that goes on behind closed doors, or the version of you that's behind closed doors, or something that you're cultivating behind closed doors. It's just kept in privacy, kept in privacy, kept in privacy. Pallas Athena is very Libran. Pallas Athena, even though it has the reference of think, it does tend to lean towards wisdom or utilizing wisdom or knowledge. But Pallas Athena likes to bring solutions and likes to resolve things, likes to bring harmony, very much like Libra does. I feel like you're actually finding a nice balance in your private life. Some of you, this is finding an emotional balance of self. Some of you, it's finding a nice routine in your domestic life, which is also allowing you to cultivate any pet projects or anything work related. But that's what this feels like to me. You are balancing your private life. But something about that wants to come out. Something about that wants to be recognized, that you've achieved some sort of balance there. Can I get another one for my Leos, please? Could be done with a Libra. Libra feels very strong in your reading. You can even look at this as balancing your roots, like your family, your ancestral stuff, or even your root chakra. Oh my God, everybody's getting this card right now. Everybody's getting this card. This card came out last time in the Aloha, I believe it was the Aloha live video, where it was feeling more like navigating the wave of chaos of all things that are, right? Finding order in the chaos, finding your flow. Finding your flow. 55 as well on that card. Again, I'm getting private. I'm getting private, 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 private. Leo. I gotta be honest, Leo. Whatever that you're working through in private, that's your business. First of all, that's your business. But something that I am picking up on is like, just because you want something to be private doesn't mean it should be. I know how that sounds. I'm trying to think of an example here. Like, okay, when it comes to our relationships, for example, like our closest relationships are the ones where there's a lot of trust. There's usually a lot of trust because there's been a lot of vulnerability and there's been a lot of respect. If you're keeping certain things so private to the point where people don't know anything about what's going on with you emotionally, that might be too much. Take that as confirmation. That might be too much, right? If you're keeping all of your emotional stuff private, how are people going to get to know you? How are people going to get to know the real you? How are people going to be able to even trust you if you're not even trusting enough to expose them to your own private life? I keep getting that, Leo. You're like stewing in privacy. Stewing in privacy. Okay, some of y'all are working through some emotional stuff. We kind of already established that. That came through for that group, for sure. There's something with the Pallas Athena. Like something wants to come out through Pallas Athena for you. Hold on, let me put that on Do Not Disturb. It's going to make me crazy. There. Oh, distractions. Anyway, something does want to come through on Pallas Athena for you, Leo. Whether you are working on a passion project or whether this is you just being in your private life or working through something emotionally, there's something about Pallas Athena being here that says like, time to talk about it, time to share it, time to talk about it, time to share it, time to talk about it, time to share it, time to talk about it, time to share it. Can I get one card for Pallas Athena? I'm going to get one for Pallas Athena. Can I get one for Pallas Athena, please, for my Leos? Every time this card comes out, I always get a little bit of the tingles. We got Mars coming through here. Energy of 22. Something else could be a Mars Scorpio. Or your Mars could be conjunct your Pallas Athena in your natal chart. It doesn't have to be. The energy is just here. This is what's also going on with your Pallas Athena energy. The part of you that wants to find harmony and balance. We have masculine energy here. So remember, I was like, something wants to come through Pallas Athena. Mars is active. Mars is literally action. There is something that is trying to come up and out of your private life or what you've been cultivating in private, like a pet project or what have you, or something you've been working through. It's this nudge of like, go and share that, go and take action on that, go and do something with that. That's the nudge. It's Mars. That's the nudge. Oh, this is gonna be a really interesting reading, Leo. Let's go ahead and continue. I'm actually feeling the animals today, the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. I suddenly feel, it's like adrenaline. Feels like adrenaline, like nerves and adrenaline. Now, Leo, like I said, this is a very collective reading because of the day that I'm recording this on. There's so much going on in your sign on 7/7, and also with the new moon Cancer recently. While this is collective, I do feel that a lot of you were pushed to focus on your private life, like pushed to go really within. Saturn retrograde in Pisces could also do that. Now, if you're a Leo rising, sorry, that would be your 8th house. Oh. Saturn and Pisces in the 8th house. That is definitely a lot of pressure from Saturn to go deep. To go deep within, to look at the shit you haven't been wanting to look at, maybe even to do some shadow work, and to let go. To let go. I do feel like it's about letting go of grudges almost. I'm getting that feeling of like resentment, grudge, resentment. Some of you, this push to go within also coincided probably with some sort of tower or external event, and I do feel relationship based. Could it be work related? I think work probably has been exacerbating you, but it feels more relationship oriented. And I'm getting something about words that have stuck with you, maybe words that someone has said to you have like really stuck with you, and that's like been something around like you're gonna know what this is if you're resonating with this, has been a theme of what you've been working through in your private life. Some of you have gone super private, some of you have gone super hermit, okay? But I feel like all of this is building up to a moment where you are taking what you're working through in private, or a private piece of you, and bringing it out for people to see, exposing it in a way, taking action from a deeper, more authentic part of you as well for some of you. But I feel like you're working through some grudges. Some of you are. Can I get a card for Pallas Athena and Mars for Leo? We got the snake. I don't know why I want to whisper, but I do. Oh, Leo. Yeah, something's breaking out of you. At 13:31, it almost makes me nervous. Like I want a nervous laugh right now. It feels very scorpionic, which again, Pallas Athena isn't Scorpio, but snake speaks to untapped potential and tapping into it. There is a piece of you that people have not seen that is coming out. Some of you, it's something you've been creating. So I want to make that very clear. For some of you, it's something you've been cultivating / creating. A lot of you, it's just a piece of you that you normally keep hidden away. And it's coming out. It's coming out. It's making me nervous. It actually is making me very nervous. Oh, interesting. Whether this is something you're creating, cultivating, or it's again a piece of you that people haven't seen, there are nerves there. There's a reason this piece of you has been private. There's a reason it's taken time to create or cultivate this at all for people to even know or see or witness. I feel like you've had insecurity about this piece of you, or insecurity about this creation. You've had an insecurity about it. Some of you, it's making peace with your own anger, or what anger even is, or how anger has been perceived on you. I'll just say your experiences around anger. Some of you, it's relation to that, or even relation to masculine energies, archetypes. They said anger's still there, and even how anger has been intertwined with those experiences with men or masculine energies, authority. Thank you, with authority. So much to say there and unpack there. There are nerves. Yeah, I can feel it. You have had insecurity about sharing this piece of you or expressing yourself through whatever it is you've been creating in private. But it's time. It's time, Leo. It feels powerful. It does. It feels really powerful. Talk about a bridge. Yeah. Can I get a card for fourth house? For Leo, can I get a card for fourth house for my lions? I knew the bear was going to come out. I should have just called it bear because I did see a bear in my meditation when I was tuning into your energy, and I was like, bears? That's like so not Leo-like. And then it went away really fast. So I was like, interesting. So it was a fleeting energy. It didn't want to hang out. Oh, you didn't want me to see it. There's a lot of layers here, Leo. Fourth house with bear, mama, papa bear energy. We love the bear over here on this channel because I work a lot with bear medicine. I embody bear medicine. I love bear energy. Bear is safety and security and strength and stamina and love. Bear medicine can be utilized when you're going through a period of needing to isolate and needing to kind of incubate and recover and just kind of be in your own energy for a while, but be held safely there and held in love there. Bear also comes out when we are coming out of hibernation, even when we are maybe not in our strongest energies, but we are in the place where we're ready to be out in the light again. We're ready to like feed and ready to be active, but it is a very watchful guardian sort of energy. But like I said, it also represents strength and stamina because, you know, bears, right? Coming through in the fourth house here. Why did you not want me to see the bear? You didn't want the bear energy to be seen. Is it a desire? Ooh. I know. I express energy in very interesting ways. It does. I wanted to do that. Like, it does. It feels like a desire behind the bear. Unexpressed. The bear for you is an unexpressed desire. That's very interesting because bear, again, for me is more like, I'm going to come in and hold you, right? But for you, it's an unexpressed desire. For some of you, it can be an unexpressed desire of family. To be honest with you, bear is also very like loving, safety safe energy, which to me says family and emotional stability, and especially coming through with fourth house, right? Bear is also very like parental, specifically parental. Some of you have an unexpressed desire about being a parent. Some of you, this is also coinciding with unresolved issues around parenthood. Wait, hold on, what is this? There's something about protection here too. Can I get one more for that? Let's get one more with the bear. What is this protection? Some of you, it's an unexpressed desire to protect. It just feels like, I'm just going to chop it up to unresolved or unexpressed desires around family parenthood. Okay, because that's what it feels like to me. But there is something about protection that calls for another card. I'm hearing Taurus. Oh. What's in Taurus right now? Mars or Uranus can be transiting your house of Taurus. And if you're a Leo rising, that would be... Can I even do that right now? Hold on a second. Wait, would that be your 10th house? No. Wait a minute. Yes. Yes, it would. That would be your 10th house, which would be opposite, well, your 4th house. So there might be some stuff going on there in your public life that is shaking some stuff up, or in your work life that's shaking stuff up that makes you look at your 4th house, makes you look at your private life, which we already kind of got already. I was feeling like you were pushed to go within, whether that's Saturn related, or if you're a Leo rising, you have all that Mars Uranus energy going in on your 10th house, forcing you to look here or deal with that part of your chart because it's just activating the axis. But anyway, we have bear now with rabbit coming out here. That is definitely the protection trying to come in, because rabbit in this deck is specifically about fear and hypervigilance. There's been a lot of fear stuff coming up, a lot of solar plexus energy being moved around and shaken up and recalibrated, if you will. Some of you are working through unresolved issues around not getting enough protection when you were growing up? Oh. Some of, take this as it resonates, but I'm getting like an insatiable, almost aggravated impulse to protect. It almost has like there's anger behind it, which again, the anger stuff was coming up before for you too. To protect the helpless. There's something about that, Leo. Gotta be honest, feels a little distorted. There's something about that that feels like it's rooted in your own unresolved stuff around anger or how you didn't have protection as a child. Just gotta call a spade a spade. Because like while it is noble to want to protect and hold others who don't have that sense of safety or who don't have the tools, it is noble. I feel like it's being fueled by unresolved things versus because you just feel the calling to do that, right? So that's for some of you. Others of you, there's a lot of fear around being the bear, even though you really want to be the bear, which is that parental force, even a loving force. The bear is very protective, but bear protects out of love. Leo, a bear protects out of love, not out of need. So that's what I was picking up on. The unresolved anger stuff is being the bear out of that I need to be needed. Yeah. Versus doing it because it's just, you just feel that loving calling to do that, right? Very interesting. So working on some stuff there. And then we have transits. Let's get a card for that. It's going to be a long reading, but we're just in it today. Can I get a card for transits, please? Wow. You doing some work, Leo. We have the elk. Excuse me. That's very similar to the bear, actually. It's divine masculine principle in this deck, but the elk is the ultimate partner parent card. The person who can always be relied upon, who really rises to the occasion, who everybody looks up to, everybody feels safe around. They're very, very reliable, and they hold a lot of integrity. It is more father energy, but I'm just going to say parental, since we already had a lot of parental stuff coming up with bear. I feel like this is what you're working up to. You're working up how to really be in this energy, how to really embody that energy for yourself, because you're working through unresolved things, and then you can actually be that force out in the world. Yes, and then you can really be that force out in the world. This Mars energy keeps pulling on me over here. We're probably going to look a lot at Mars. We're at 23 minutes. I'm going to pull one more card purely for Mars and see what comes up, because there's a lot. I can feel it. Can I get a card for Mars, please, for Leo? Hold on. I'm getting pulled in so many directions. I got pulled back to the elk really quick for transits. Like I said, you're working up to really embodying this energy for yourself, working on any insecurities, unresolved anger, unresolved fear that has also fueled any like insatiable desire to protect or to be seen as this like force, right? But this is you doing it in a way where it's not fueled by distortion. It's not fueled by unhealed stuff. Well, this is. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Some of you with the bear, some of you may have encountered a bear person. I'm hearing year, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, goodness. Something prominent could have happened anywhere between January, April, or sometime in the last 4 years. I know that's a big spectrum, but I'm reading for a lot of people here. But anyway, something about bear medicine or encountering bear medicine might have also triggered something for you. Yes. I'm hearing yes. Highlighted something for you, triggered something for you, and hence you are working through it now. But let's come back to Mars. I'm going to pull one more card just for Mars, and then we will go into part 2. Okay? Oh, can I get a card for Mars for Leo? That was fast. Temper. I don't know why I want to do that. Temper. Chill, man. Turtle. Coming through on the Mars component. Like I said, I was feeling a lot there, and it was making me nervous. I was like, whatever it is that is going to come out of your private life, whether it's this piece of you that no one has seen before, or something you have been creating while in the midst of dealing with these unresolved issues. Some of you have been like working on something as catharsis, right? Like some people dedicate themselves to work when they're going through a rough time. Some people do a lot of art when they're going through a rough time. You know what I mean, right? Whatever it is, as you are allowing that private peace or private creation, cultivation to be exposed and to be shared, to be spoken about, to be witnessed, pace yourself. Slow and steady, tempered, tempered, tempered. Because it feels like, again, a lot of the unresolved stuff seems to be around anger or your own relationship to like masculine energy. And there's a lot of energy behind it. Turtle is a very grounded, flowy energy. It's kind of like earth meets water. It's also elder energy. It's wisdom. It's ancestral. But it is very much like just temper. That's really what I'm getting with that. Just temper, go with the flow, go at a pace, especially with snake being here. It is going to feel a little bit like it wants to explode out of you or explode into the public sphere. One step at a time, slow and steady, because it also takes time to embody that energy of the elk as well. Okay? There's a mastery to this that's happening for you, Leo. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and move into part 2. Don't even know what I'm going to call this, but you already know what I called it before I do, because you're going to see it as you're watching this. But anyway, I'm going to go. I love you guys. Take care. And if you're joining me for part 2, I will see you soon. Bye, Leos.